If you're a family living in Vancouver and you've been putting off buying a home because you felt like the market was impossible, well, this might be the moment you've been waiting for. Prices are down, listings are up, and more importantly, families have something right now that they haven't had in years: leverage. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly why 2025 is a new opportunity for families to buy smarter and more affordably in Vancouver. We'll cover price drops, mortgage trends, the rise of family-friendly inventory, and I'll even show you one hidden gem neighborhood you're going to want to keep on your radar. Welcome to Vancouver Family Living. I'm Mike Dirks, award-winning realtor, loving husband, proud dad, tripod dog owner. This is where I share tips, stories, and real estate advice to help families like yours make smart moves in this beautiful city. Let's be honest, Vancouver hasn't exactly been friendly to growing families over the last few years. If you needed 3 bedrooms, a bit of yard space, or a second bathroom, you were either priced out or pressured to settle. But things have shifted. The days of 15 offer bidding wars are mostly behind us, and families finally have a chance to make decisions that feel right, not rushed. What we're seeing now is a market that's not in free fall, but in correction. Sellers are adjusting, inventory is climbing, and for buyers, the power dynamics are changing. Here's what the latest data from the Real Estate Board of Greater Vancouver tells us. Home sales across Metro Vancouver were down nearly 13% from our 10-year average, and we've seen that for the last few months. Listings are up 12% over the 10-year seasonal average, giving buyers more choice and less urgency. The sales to active listings ratio dropped to just 13.8% for all property types. Now that number matters. Anything below 12%, that's where we start to see downward pressure on pricing. And that's what families need to know. In fact, for specific product types like detached homes, we're already below the 12% mark, sitting around 10%. So it's not just that there are more homes, it's the types of homes that we are seeing. Let's just take the townhouse segment, for example. So you can see that new listings for 3-bedroom townhomes are up 37.5% over the same month last year. So you can see this is where we sit in July, and there were 99 new listings in July for 3-bedroom townhomes in Vancouver. And if we look at the total inventory, look at how high we've climbed here for total inventory of 3 bedrooms right now, 3-bed townhouses. We are up 8% year over year, but compared to the last few years, we are very high for 3-bedroom listings. And if you look at sales, of course, sales are still a little weak on the 3-bed townhouse listing side. So only 30 sales in the month of July. So 90 new listings. That means those listings just came to the market in July, but the total inventory, so all the active 3-bed townhouse listings are sitting right now in Vancouver at 231 in the month of July. So that's quite high. So you're also going to have more time, of course, to make decisions, because you can see days on market has also climbed up. So now we're sitting at an average 33 days on the market. So, if you're looking for more space for grandparents or for an office or for a playroom, and you need that extra 3rd bedroom, now is a great time to look. There is less competition. There are more active listings, and things are sitting on the market for longer. So it's no surprise, we're also starting to see prices come down as well. We're looking right now at a graph showing the HPI price for townhouses in Vancouver over the last 3 years. And you can see here that historically, prices do dip around January and December. And so in 2023, we had a dip. 2024, we had a dip. Now it did dip in September of 2024, but now we're just in the summertime of 2025, July, and it's already dipped back down. And we are down 2% for townhouse home values in Vancouver. So this is just another example of why it's a great time to take advantage of lower prices, because we've already come down in value. And if we toggle over here to condos, we're going to see a similar pattern. So you can see the same sort of thing with the December, January dip the last couple years. And even in 2025, prices dipped and we're right back down there already. So now really is a great time to take advantage. And to all the buyers who are sitting on the fence, I'd say, go out there, write an offer and negotiate and get a better price for yourself. I've helped clients save upwards of $40,000 to $60,000 on some of their purchases recently, and that makes a big difference to the bottom line. Let's talk mortgages, because this is one area where families are finally seeing some relief. Back in early 2024, it felt like every rate hike made home ownership more out of reach. But now, in mid-2025, things have shifted. Rates haven't dropped dramatically, but the environment has changed in your favor. Here's what's happening. Right now, average 5-year fixed mortgage rates in Vancouver are sitting around 4.04%, and insured variable rates can go as low as 3.9%. The Bank of Canada has held the policy rate steady, and prime remains at 4.95%, which is keeping variable rate mortgages from climbing. Analysts are predicting we'll see the rate cuts before the end of the year, which could bring fixed rates even closer to 4%. So what does that mean for you? More lenders are offering competitive options again. Families are qualifying for pre-approvals with less friction, and many are opting to buy now then refinance later if rates fall further, giving you the home your family needs today with room to improve the budget tomorrow. And if you're a first-time buyer, there's even more good news. The federal government introduced a GST rebate this year that can put up to $50,000 back in your pocket when you purchase a new home under $1 million, with partial rebates available up to $1.5 million. That's on top of BC's first-time homebuyer property transfer tax exemption, which can save you up to $15,000, and the homeowner grant, which reduces your annual property taxes by up to $570. Together, these incentives can make a serious dent in your upfront costs and give your family a smoother path to getting into the right home. Vancouver's housing policy is slowly starting to favor families. The city is approving more duplexes, laneway homes, and even small multiplexes under the missing middle strategy. These are homes that bridge the gap between cramped condos and $2 million detached houses. I've helped families buy newer duplexes with 3 bedrooms, grade school catchments, and private outdoor space, all for under $1.6 million. That inventory didn't exist 5 years ago. Now it's growing. Now let's talk about one of my favorite under-the-radar neighborhoods for families, Fraserhood. Nestled between Main Street and Knight, Fraserhood has the perfect mix of walkability, community vibe, and relative affordability. You're close to Charles Dickens Elementary, one of the most respected public schools in the city. Glen Park offers great outdoor space for kids, and the cafe culture here makes it feel like a mini Main Street without the Main Street prices. You can still find half duplexes and townhomes here for around $1.5 million, and in this market, that's a real value. If you're a family in Vancouver who's been waiting for the market to shift, this might be the most balanced window we've seen in a decade. You're no longer forced to compete. Prices are finally coming down a little bit, and new housing options are opening up for families who are looking to grow. If you're curious about what's possible, I'd love to help you map it out. Connect with me through the contact information below to set up your free 15-minute consultation. And don't forget to click subscribe. I've got some great videos coming up in the near future about school catchments, family-friendly neighborhoods, and more. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.